KG5RON, W5RHS.
Has now activated the run signal. In 5J, I think.
So funny.
I just was waiting on it to happen. You're very predictable.
I haven't heard him yet, though.
No, but I'm sure he'll be in there. How you doing?
Here, that's about it.
Well, from what I've heard, they're not suspecting too big of a chance for twisters, but we may end up with some straight line winds and some hail.
Should tornado watch off early if they thought that.
Well, you know as well as I do, anytime there's even a remote chance that something could develop, they're going to put a watch out.
Well, where did you get this information?
Watched the news this morning. All the way from 5 o'clock till 6, they did several different weather segments, and they're all pretty well jived.
Whole new world since then. Your news is old and obsolete.
I know. You're sitting there monitoring 57 news outlets like a kid in a toboggan at the candy store, looking in at all the wondrous treats, just waiting for something to happen. But just calm down. Things will develop on their own.
Tornado watch. This is W5RHS repeater.
W5RON, W5RHS.
Yeah, go ahead, Kelly. KG5RON.
They're on TV now. They're talking about the storms west of here. Around Hot Springs, and they said the significant tornado parameters that these storms are fixing to move into is very conducive to tornadic development.
Yeah, copy that. We already have a tornado warning up in the north central part, up there around Bradford. The storm that is tornadic up around Bradford is the thunderstorm that came through here earlier, and it moved up past Little Rock and Lone Oak and Desert and everything, and up there in that area it got into really juicy air, and it started cycling. So, yeah, there's a pretty good little cluster of them, basically from Malton all the way down to southeast to Glenwood, and it's tracking off northeast. I don't see any warnings or anything on it. I'm looking at velocities here. I've been watching this off and on during the day, so I've been on there monitoring.
Well, the ones that are around the Hot Springs area now, what they're watching, they said they're not severe, but the significant tornado parameter, I think that's what they call it, anyway, is very, very ripe and conducive to development of tornadoes. So they're worried about them storms when they move closer to Little Rock. We need to link up.
Yeah, copy that. This temperature is very moist and juicy, and the dew point is up about, 71, 72. So when that happens, a lot of folks don't know, your wall clouds that form under these storms will be closer to the ground when your actual temperature meets or even equals out to your dew point. So when you get, say, like a dew point of 74 and it's 74 degrees out there and the storm happens, your wall cloud a lot of times will just be almost to the ground. So you may or may not be able to see anything, but that's just one little thing I've learned over the years, that when those two temperatures meet each other. High temperature and a dew point. When those numbers match up, the temperatures, that's when you got lower wall clouds. The ones that look like they're on the ground. So you may or may not be able to see anything that develops.
For sure. Now I'm going to flip it on channel 7 right for a minute. I'm going to link it to our link system. We've been standalone for a while. And we'll bring the links up. I guess it would be SKYWARN standby. They're showing a rotation right there just east of Bradford right now.
Okay, copy that. And just one question, is Jonesboro linked up?
Jonesboro is not. It's on, I think it's on another system. It's having some difficulties. And some of the Chenal repeaters may reach that far.
Okay, copy that. Well, they extended the tornado warning up there till 6:45 on that tornado warning, and Jonesboro is just outside of the leading edge of that polygon. So I was going to think, oh boy, here we go again.
Yeah, there's social media reports of tornado on the ground on the north side of Fitzhugh up there.
Let me look here right quick. I wouldn't doubt it a bit. Yeah, I see it. There's a definite hook there, and it's not showing up real good on the radar. But then again, when you got a lot of debris and the such flying around and moisture, but it's there. I can definitely see it. Maybe 4 miles north of Fitzhugh, due east of Bradford.
Link is to AR links for now. W5RHS.
UHF link on. Tornado watch. This is W5RHS repeater.
Links are up. W5RHS.
Okay, copy that. Well, as of right now, the only warning I see is, a couple of warnings on the same cell just north of Augusta, just east of Bradford, around Tupelo, heading up northeast. And I hate to say it, but it looks like it's going right for Jonesboro again. So we're going to have to watch that, moving kind of like northeast at 60 miles an hour. So they're booking.
Look up that storm, the rotation just above Weldon there. Look at it. It's just updated. It's a lot stronger again. W5RHS.
Yeah, copy that. I'm looking at it there. I've been watching it for a while. That's the same cell that moved through here, through Saline County, and did a little bit of thundering and heavy rain there a while ago, and it got up into that really favorable air up there, and it kind of got crazy on us. It looks like that rotation went right over Weldon, it looks like to me.
Yeah. They brought up the analyst and put on normalized rotation, and it really got a lot bigger last scan.
Yeah, copy that. I'm going to have to re-download Analyst because I don't know what happened to it. It's gone. It got purged out of my system there. But on that Analyst, I like it where you can slash. Oh, yeah, man, it got really big there all of a sudden on this latest sweep on the storm radial velocity there. It's definitely got some big-time rotation, and if it's not on the ground, I don't know why it's not.
It's
that's up there right now following that storm. He did say he'd seen the alarm, but he couldn't tell if it was a tornado or not. In 5 EWC Mobile 3.2.
Yeah, copy that. We appreciate that. The bad thing about, one thing, it's storming at night, very hard to locate a tornado on the ground. And like I was telling Kelly earlier, when you have actual temperature approaching the dew point temperature, like say the dew point is 74 and it's 73 degrees out there where the air is extremely moist, and it causes, if it does have a wall cloud, that wall cloud will drop down and be really close to the ground. So you may or may not be able to see the tornado, even if it was during the day. A lot of times you'll see these videos with a real low-hanging wall cloud. That's the reason they're hanging so low, is because the actual temperature is approaching the dew point and everything's condensing underneath.
Next line I'm watching is the one that's stretching from Malvern all the way up to Greenbrier right now. It's got some pretty impressive lightning with it, as well as some pretty strong winds.
Yeah, copy that, and it's forming a linear line, and they're all tracking on off to the north and east at a pretty good clip. So, let's see, some of these storms are already up to 40,000 feet. So, yeah, they're going to have some hail in it, maybe a half-inch hail. So we're going to have to keep a close on it there. As of right now, that line of storms from, Greenbrier and Guy all the way back down to Amity and everything, that linear line is going to strengthen a little bit longer. And I think we're going to get some more thunderstorm activity here very soon, and I'm afraid that may not even be the actual front line of the storms coming through. That might be just out in front. We'll have to wait and see.
That's a secondary. That's a primary line that's supposed to have discrete scattered supercells. I do know that the main line with the cold front is supposed to come through around midnight, so we'll see. I'm going to be on the side monitoring for a little bit, M5 EWC Mobile.
Okay, buddy. Thanks a lot, and appreciate y'all being out there. This KG5RWN, I'm going to stand by and try to get this chat to work again.
W5RHS, that line west of Little Rock was very friendly, doesn't it?
That station that was talking about west of Little Rock, I didn't catch all of it. It was kind of crackly. Try that again.
KI5, and I was just commenting on the fact that that line out in West Little Rock is growing pretty steadily.
Copy that. Yeah, it's a linear line of storms, basically from Guy and Greenbrier all the way back down to Amity in southwest Arkansas through Hot Springs. So, yeah, the heaviest activity right now is in northwestern Saline County, and it'll be approaching extreme western Pulaski County here very, very soon. And I'm seeing that embedded cells that have quarter to half-inch hail, and that'll be affecting, my goodness, out there maybe Ferndale and Roland and Pinnacle here, say in the next, 15 minutes.
I hope Mayflower's ready.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Mayflower and Conway and on down the line. We had one cell move through Saline County earlier this afternoon, and it has now moved up to the northeastern part of the state around Newport, and it's tornado warned now. So just want to give the folks up in that area, Bradford, and even up towards Harrisburg and Jonesboro, a heads up, because it is tracking their way, and it's still tornado warned. So I have a feeling that the northeast part of the state's going to be under the gun most of the evening. This is just information for different stations around that might be using or attempting to use the National Weather Service chat. Evidently, they're having some issues with it and unable to log on to chat. I am in the chat, but it won't pop up the window with all the messages. So we need to, maybe find another way to get in and get information from the Weather Service on, instead of the chat. So if anybody has a way of doing so, they might want to make mention on to the Weather Service that their chat is having issues. So there we go. We thank you there. Now I'm going to go ahead and stand aside and give me something to drink right quick. It looks like it might be a long night. KG5RON.
The time is 6:30 p.m.
W5RHS repeater.
105GC.
Go ahead. It's KG5RON.
Ron, this is George. We were having problems with the 03. For some reason it wasn't linked, yet we were hearing you, so I reset the link. N5GC, clear.
Oh, okay, good deal. Thank you very much. Looks like it's going to get kind of interesting here in the next few hours. I'm looking at that cell up there near Scrubs and Amagon, and it is making a beeline right for Jonesboro again, that tornadic storm. W5RHS KG5RON. Are you still looking there, Kelly, at the tornadic cell? That thing's gotten a little bit stronger there, just west or a little bit west-northwest of Wiener, and I don't like the direction it's heading right now. It's going right, making a beeline right for Jonesboro. It shows a hell core of 3/4 of an inch. All right, this is KG5RON. Just information on that tornadic cell up in the northeastern part of the state. They've extended the tornado warning now to include south central Greene County, Craighead County, northeastern Poinsett County, and western Mississippi County. Tornado warning until 7:30. They're at 6:38. A severe thunderstorm producing a tornado located over Wiener. That's 13 miles northwest of Harrisburg, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. And that dangerous storm is going to be near Greenfield, Jonesboro, Lake City, Brookland, and the Jonesboro area. They should be there at about 7:05. So they need to take cover now. KG5RON.
It's saying it measures electrostatics and the ultra-low frequencies, so it's not happy. W5RHS.
Good, but I think y'all been doing okay.
My computer, so I'll be blind here for the next few minutes until this thing reboots. Just be on the safe side. I'm trying to get into chat, so I'll stand by and let you handle it just for a few until my computer reboots, and maybe that'll help get me in on chat. KG5RON.
better chance if you delete your cookies first, Ron. AA5JC.
Okay, buddy, I appreciate that. Thanks a lot. KG5RON.
85QN.
Okay, Alden. I hope to see you sometime on Sunday. AE5SS.
On the ground. He did see a tornado on the ground.
Somebody say cookies.
This is AA5JC. Can you give us a location where your buddy was that saw it?
See, it's going to be just north of, I guess that's pronounced Wiener, or Warner. He said he was on the highway out there, 67167, just to the east of that.
Very good. I'll get that in. AA5JC.
WWC. 5JC from N5 EWC. The correct highway is going to be 49er. Just right there at 49 and 22 in Wiener.
I copy 49er and 22 in Wiener. Thank you.
Attention, severe thunderstorm warning.
The National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Perry County and central Arkansas, northwestern Lonoke County and central Arkansas, central Faulkner County in central Arkansas, southwestern White County and central Arkansas, northern Saline County and central Arkansas, northern Pulaski County and central Arkansas, until 7:30 p.m. At 6:45 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Little Italy to 6 miles west of Pinnacle Mountain State Park to 9 miles west of Chenal Valley, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour with gusts and penny-sized hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Little Rock, North Little Rock, Conway, Sherwood, Jacksonville, Cabot, West Little Rock, Marmel, North Little Rock Airport, Little Rock Air Force Base, Valonia, Mayflower, Austin in Lonoke County, Enola, Mount Vernon, Little Italy, Gravel Ridge, Olmsted, Roland in Pulaski County, Toadsuck. This includes the following highways: Interstate 40 between mile markers 121 and 154, and mile marker 156 and near mile marker 158. Interstate 430 between mile markers 9 and 12. Interstate 440 between mile markers 11 and 14. Bus Highway 67 between mile markers 1 and 22.
This is W5RHS repeater.
GC. Are you seeing the rotation heading into Mayflower?
WC, I do see a lowering from my location here just south of Valonia.
Do you note any rotation in that descending cloud?
It is hard to tell as the rain's picking up. I'm going to try and get you to see if I can see a little better when the lightning hits. In 5 EWC.
AA5JC.
AR link system counting online. Please wait. Warning. Central AR SKYWARN net up. SKYWARN net up.
5 LSN, testing to see if the Zello link's been restored. back on. N5 Village and Zilla Link restored.
This is AA5JC, assuming net control of the AR Link SKYWARN net. We're just in preparation for what may come here shortly. If you have anything reportable, call net control. AA5JC. This is AA5JC. Ron, are you back up?
Yeah, I am. I still haven't been able to log into chat, so I don't know what the deal is, but I'm on the radar.
Do you see any rotation in that area around, just between Valonia and Mayflower? Or excuse me, not Conway and Mayflower?
Well, what I'm seeing is leading edge of the outflow from the thunderstorms. There might be a bit of a notch, but not much of one, but there is some, like I said, that very well could be the leading edge of that line of storms. But just due west of Mayflower, there is a bit of a kind of a notch there, so I'm watching it very closely. They've got 1 1/4 inch hail marker there just west of Maumelle, and that'll be tracking up toward Mayflower. So it's hard to say, man. Like I said, there's a lot of wind in this thing.
Absolutely. Well, please do break in if you see something that we need to see, that we need to know about, Ron.
I certainly will, and I'll just let you know from like Roland on up to west of Mayflower, I do see a lot of inbound and outbound winds. Very broad area, nothing localized or focused into a wall cloud or anything. But that's not saying that there's not a lot of wind. It is, it's trying its best to spin up. And that the heaviest part of it now is due west of Mayflower and just a bit southwest of Mayflower. I say between Roland and Mayflower. And there's a bit of a little curve there. So you just have to watch it, man. But it's sure acting up. It's really wanting to spin up. Now, I do believe that once it gets further up towards, say, like Bologna, in that area, it's going to get into very, very good moist air. So it could even spin up here very soon. So we'll need to watch it closely.
Absolutely. So basically, if there's anyone who is in the Mayflower area, specifically south of Mayflower, or south and east of Mayflower, if you're in that area, you'd be prepared to take shelter immediately, but if you can do so safely, let us know what you see out there. AA5JC.
SKYWARN, net up.
Net control, N5 DOC.
Hey, Doc.
Did I hear you earlier correct on, you said one on the ground near Wiener to south of Jonesboro, is that correct?
Is correct. It was observed at the intersections of Highway 49 and 22.
Thank you. I'm monitoring. My daughter lives in Jonesboro, so I'm trying to turn my volume up and monitor. Thank you. N5 DOC.
Who missed it just moments ago, the National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a severe thunderstorm warning with wind capable of 60 mile an hour, hail 3/4 inch. This is for parts of Cleburne, Faulkner, Independence, and White counties till 7:45 p.m.
The time is 7 p.m.
W5RHS repeater.
The National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a tornado warning for parts of Faulkner, Lone Oak, Pulaski, and White counties until 7:30 p.m. More to follow. At 7:01, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing locations impacted include Cabot, Bologna, Austin and Lono County, Olmsted, El Paso, Cato, Ward, Mayflower, Old Austin, Saltillo, Otto, and Hamlet.
SKYWARN, net up.
5JC and 5GC.
Go for net control.
For some reason, the Conway seems to be down. We can hear, but we cannot transmit. Just let you call again when it's done.
I didn't hear most of that, but I did hear what sounds like the important part. Those in the Conway area trying to use the O3 machine cannot transmit into the net, but they can receive. Understood? If you have anything that you need to pass along, I would suggest those in Faulkner County who might use the O3 machine instead. If y'all have activity or something you need to report in, just relay that through another manner, whether it be you can send me a text message. I think a lot of you have my phone number, or you could just text George and he can get hold of me. You're welcome, Pop. AA5JC.
AA5JC net control, KG5RON.
Go ahead, Ron.
Okay, didn't know if you caught it or not. We have a tornado warning for that cell for Lone Oak, Faulkner, White, and Pulaski County until 7:30, I think.
Yes, sir. I read it about 4 minutes ago.
Okay, sorry about that. Didn't know if you did or not. I didn't hear you. Yeah, that's that same cell up there. It's really looking kind of bothersome to me. I'm going to have to keep a closer watch on it there. I stepped out just for a moment, and it snuck up on me.
KG5DNF is monitoring the 146.8050 repeater in Saline County, Arkansas.
I'd say 5-10 minutes ago. Well, evidently that's what they were seeing.
Just for everyone's reference, there's a basketball game, I believe it is, going in Cabot tonight, and they have moved everyone into their shelter at the Cabot High School.
Anybody else, but just wanted to let you know I was out here.
All righty. Yeah, it looks like Mayflower and Bologna have put the bullseye back up again, so we'll keep an eye on that. But right now there's nothing significant heading towards Saline County or Southern Grant County.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, that's the good news, I guess. Yeah, it's hopefully the cell there by Mayflower is not going to amount to anything, but looking bad right now, I guess. Yeah, I'm watching that stuff coming out of Texas, too. See what happens there as it comes across. It might brush us, too. So anyway, but I am here, and if you need anything, call. I'm probably downstairs, but I can hear the radio from down there, and we'll be monitoring.
All right, sir. Thank you for checking in, and we'll be here for quite a while. This is KG5DNF.
Okay, John. Take care. KG5DNF, this is AA580.
Oh, don't do anything stupid.
The party.
KF5TOC, this is KG5DNF. Glad to have you join us here. I guess we're all watching the same thing in different spots. I don't know if you heard me speaking with Joe or not, but at this time, it doesn't appear there's anything significant heading towards our part of Saline County or Southern Grant County.
Roger that. I think we're probably all looking at the same thing, so, well, that's good news. Let's see if we can keep it that way. What do you say?
Well, this line is going to shift to the east. It's moving southwest to northeast, but I do believe it will be shifting to the east. We'll just have to see what happens.
Yep, that's That's typically what happens. I was actually surprised at the track that it was taken. It was almost dead northeast. As you said, usually it'll shift a little bit more to the east, so hadn't really seen that yet. Well, we'll just have to see what the evening brings, but just wanted to say hello to everybody that I have heard on the repeater. So we'll say good evening, and we'll be monitoring as well. KG5DNF and everybody else out there, KF5TOC.
All right, David. Be safe, be careful. Keep your eyes on the screen and ears open for the weather radio. Anyone else who would like to check in, please do so. This is KG5DNF with the Saline County Aries Net.
Go ahead, Shane.
SKYWARN.
Nothing to report this time. I'm going to go down towards Spurlow, wait for this thing to pass by and try to get it coming behind it, but just trying to get out of the way at this point. Just want to let you know it's in.
This is KI5RGN in Cato. Just letting you know that storm is north of us, on the other side of 89, about 2 miles.
So you're monitoring MAC call as well?
Roger, roger.
Okay, I assume you've heard most of what I've said so far?
That's affirmative.
All right, thank you for checking in. If you have anything significant to report, if we haven't already said it, please advise. This is KG5DNF with the Saline County Aries Severe Weather Net.
KD5QNL, monitoring.
Do y'all still have a shop cat up there at NWS? KI5RLH?
Yes, we have a direct connection.
The weather cat that helps with the weather balloons.
On this net, we collect information and pass it to the National Weather Service, not the other direction.
The first good event since I've been licensed.
I'm sorry, repeat your last.
First quality weather event since I became licensed.
Understood. No worries, man. AA5JC. Did NWS chat just throw up on itself for anybody else?
Net Control KG5RON. I've been signed in for I don't know how long. I can send private messages, but I'm not receiving anything at all on their end, from their end.
Copy both. Thank you, guys. JC, Net Control.
Roger. Do you have anything more specific about the one on the ground west of Little Rock Air Force Base as far as approximate location there?
Yeah, just 1 second. I'll review the ones that we have because I can't take it out at the moment. Break. We currently have one tornado warning active until 7:30 that affects parts of Craighead, Greene, Mississippi, and Poinsett counties. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for Little River and Sevier County, a tornado warning for Craighead, Greene, and Mississippi counties. Severe thunderstorm warning for Garland, Montgomery, and Saline counties. Break.
SKYWARN, net up.
Tornado warning still in effect until 7:30 for parts of Lone Oak, Faulkner, White, and Pulaski counties. This is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located over Olmsted or near Little Rock Air Force Base, moving east at 45 miles per hour. This is radar indicated rotation. Locations impacted should include Cabot, Valonia, Old Austin, El Paso, Cato, Ward, Austin, and Lono County, Olmsted, and Otto. I think that's the one you were asking about.
Yeah, Roger. So that's radar indicated. There was no confirmed visual, Roger.
That's correct.
All right, thank you. And one of you stand by.
Net control KG5RON.
Go ahead, Ron.
I didn't know if you'd noticed or not, but they extended that tornado warning for Green, Craighead, Mississippi, and Dunklin County up in Missouri till 7:45.
To that, thank you, sir.
Okay, copy that. Yeah, they're saying that it's a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado moving northeast at 45, and it's near Bay, B-A-Y. No further, KG5RON. Thank you, sir. Net control, just information, there's a definite notch in that tornado up just south of Bologna, and it looks like it's going to be making a beeline for like Austin and Ward and Beebe. Cabot's going to be affected, but I think they'll be on the south side of the inflow, but they're still going to get some storms, so there we have it.
After that, I'm still having trouble getting the National Weather Service chat up again, so I'm going to rely on these other sources here for some of this information break.
Okay, net control, I know what you mean. It's kind of interesting that it decides it wants to go out right when we need it the most.
85EO from KT5H.
KT5H, this is KG5DNF. I have not relocated at this time.
Okay. There's a bunch of lightning out here.
Yes, sir. I've been seeing that, and there's also some strong wind.
Do it, but I did it.
Well, hopefully you're okay.
I think I'm as okay as I ever am.
Storms in Saline County or Grant County. There is still a tornado warning in the Mayflower, Valonia area, but I'm watching the line coming in from Texas.
Last look, the thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Olmsted or near Little Rock Air Force Base, moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. Break. The National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for parts of Cleburne, Independence, Jackson, White, and Woodruff counties till 7:45. At 7:18, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Crosby or 11 miles northwest of Searcy, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour.
SKYWARN, net up.
Severe thunderstorm warnings are continued for parts of Cleburne, Faulkner, Independence, White, and Garland and Saline counties until 7:45 p.m.
KG5RON net control information.
Hang on 1 second, Ron.
Copy.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was trying to see whether this one was new or not. It's not. Go ahead.
I just wanted to let you know that I'm showing rotation on Highway 107 and Highway 89, just a little bit north of that intersection there, making a beeline for like Ward and Austin. I thought I'd let you know it's tightened up just a little bit, and it's right on top of 107, about southeast of Bologna.
Mike, Mike Station, go ahead.
Kilo India 5, Mike Bravo, Dan in North Alaska. I saw the little bit of rotation going over as well. I'm over here on Facebook, Mike Station, about a mile from where that location is.
89 and 107.
Okay, let's try this again. Station with Mike in your call sign only. Please say again.
Control, this is Kilo India 5, Mike Bravo, Dan. I'm over here on Dorsey Road, real close to that 89 and 107, and there was a little bit of rotation going on there as it passed over, maybe approximately a minute and a half to 2 minutes ago.
Very good. And that's Dorsey Road in which town?
Dorsey Road is in North Pulaski. I'm about maybe 3/4 of a mile from the county north of me.
After that, thank you, Dan. All right, other station that was in there, go ahead, please.
WC, you copy me now, Net Control?
Yes, sir, N5 EWC, this is AA5JC, go ahead.
We got reports from the fire chief of Mayflower that there was some moderate damage on Highway 89, just east of Highway 365, about a mile or so before the lake. Also, when I was at 89 and 107, I seen a small funnel coming down in 5 EWC.
When was that you saw the funnel cloud?
About 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes.
Thank you. AA5JC.
Net Control AA5JC KG5RON. Just information that couplet on the newest update is now crossing over State Highway 5 northwest of Cabot. And they just issued a new tornado warning on that, just on that couplet.
Okay, this one is a little bit outside of our range, but I'm going to go ahead and mention it because this is now a particularly dangerous situation. They have deemed this a PDS, right?
SKYWARN.
Tornado warning remains in effect until 7:45 p.m. for parts of Greene, Craighead, Mississippi, and southwestern Dunklin counties. At 7:24, a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located over Manette, moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover immediately. This is a damaging tornado. Weather spotter confirmed. This is a life-threatening situation. Again, this is in the far corner of northeast Arkansas. So those who are not in and around, if you're not within 45-minute drive of Jonesboro, chill out. Everybody else up there, take cover. The Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a tornado warning for northern Prairie County, northwest Lono County, southern White County, and northeastern Pulaski County in central Arkansas. Break. This new tornado warning lasts until 8:15 p.m. At 7:26, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located near Cabot, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. Locations impacted include Cabot, Searcy, Beebe, Ward, Bald Knob, Austin and Lono County, Judsonia, Kennett, Higginson, West Point, Old Austin, Crosby, Sylvania, Thurman, Pryor, McRae, Garner, and Griffithville.
Net Control is KG5RON.
Go ahead, Ron.
Well, never mind. There's a new severe thunderstorm warning. I was going to tell you about that storm over Mountain Valley. Really pulsed up in the last minute or so, so I think I was going to let you know they might be issuing a warning, and they did.
Roger that. This is AA5JC, Net Control. National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Prairie, Lone Oak, Faulkner, White, and Pulaski counties. At 7:38, severe thunderstorm is located over Oak Grove in Pulaski County or near Sherwood, moving in northeast at 50 miles an hour. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Radar indicated. Expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted will include Little Rock, North Little Rock, Sherwood, Jacksonville, Cabot, Maumelle, Little Rock Air Force Base, North Little Rock Airport, Beebe, and Ward. remains in effect until 7:45 for parts of Woodruff, Independence, Jackson, and northeastern White counties. At 7:30, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Pangburn, or 9 miles north of Searcy, moving east at 40 miles an hour.
SKYWARN, net up.
H in West Little Rock with another storm spotter, Ben, net control. We see some significant outflow in the direction of Small Mountain from us up here by the Heights and Village of Wellington. And I think the show's about to start pretty well. KI5RLH.
Thank you.
Net control KG5, all in.
Hey, Ron.
Okay, just information. We have a couple of cells. One of them is what that spotter was talking about, just south of Ferndale. That storm, it's in central Saline County now, is just pulsed up considerably, and it's got a hail marker 1.5 inches. And also moving into extreme western Saline County behind that storm, around Hot Springs Village, got another storm that is pulsed up, and it's got 1.25 inches hail. And it is the severe thunderstorm warned cell, but there's two of them in the county, and they're both heading towards the Little Rock area.
Ron, remind me, where is Independence County?
Okay, that'll be up around Batesville, northern or northeastern part of the state.
Could be listening, so I'll go ahead and with this one, severe weather statements, National Weather Service issued. It says a tornado warning remains in effect till 7:45 for Woodruff, Independence, Jackson, and White counties. At 7:30, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Pangburn, or 9 miles north of Searcy, moving east at 45 miles an hour. And listen, I just want to say this real quick. Stations out there, I don't care if you've been trained or not, if you see any hail of any size, damage to trees or structures of any kind, or if you can see a cloud that is actually rotating, it's not just dangling down from a storm, but it's rotating, let us know about that. Just happy to take those reports. Please, if you can do so, observe safely. If you can't do so, don't observe. AA5JC.
KI5MIL, net control, information.
KI5MIL.
We're seeing a lot of power outages starting to pop, especially between Pangburn and Steep Rock. Those circuits have gone down. That's the area they're talking about with the storm. So that probably indicates that there is some high winds and dangerous conditions in that area.
Thank you, sir. Ron, be advised, power flashes here at the house, and I do not have backup on this radio, so if I go down, it'll be for about 5 minutes before I can get to mine. We do have nickel-size hail here at my location in West Little Rock.
Power flashes in the distance north of Chenal Mountain from our vantage point in the Village of Wellington.
Okay, station that said they were seeing power flashes off in the distance. You said up around the Chenal area?
SKYWARN, net up.
Solid copy, confirmed, KI5RLH.
Okay, copy that. The heaviest part of the storm cell right now is on the Saline-Pulaski County line, and I wouldn't doubt that you're seeing some type of power flashes, but I can't see anything here on the velocities. Just a lot of wind coming out of those storms. It might very well be just wind knocking limbs and stuff around and shorting things out.
This is Kilo Delta 5, Romeo Lima, Quebec, Benjamin. With Arkansas SKYWARN. We do have power flashes over here by up north of Rolling Road, going towards looks like Highway 10. That's where we're seeing power flashes.
Okay, copy that, and we appreciate that. That is right in the middle of that upticked severe thunderstorm here, without a doubt. I'm looking at it, and we're looking at inch and a half, inch and 3/4 inch hail. So, yeah, I wouldn't doubt that there might be something spinning up there. Kind of hard to see in there, but I do see some rotation, and not far from the county line, Saline-Pulaski County line, around Ferndale. Just to reiterate, there is not a tornado warning on that cell. It's strictly a severe thunderstorm warning until 8 o'clock. That's for Perry, Garland, Saline, and Pulaski County. And I haven't gotten an update on the warning as of right now. And we do have another severe warning here for Prairie, Lone Oak, Faulkner, White, and Pulaski County till 8:15. And, of course, we have that tornado warning effective until 8:15 for Prairie, Lone Oak, White, Pulaski. And then we also have one more real quick for Prairie. Prairie, Lone Oak, White, and Pulaski, and that's until 8:15. And as of right now, I don't see any severe ones, tornadic cells or anything as of right now in the central part of the state for the Saline or Pulaski County. KG5RON.
From Kilo Echo 5, Yankee Quebec Bravo, KU5 YQB.
YQB, go ahead.
Hey, Josh, we're getting English P-size hail here at Taylor Loop and Highway 10.
P-size hail, Taylor Loop and Highway 10. I was about to say Taylor 10. Anyway, yeah, thanks.
Listen, KI5RLH and 10 out of 10 rain, wind driven at about 60-degree angle.
Roger that. One was just issued, and I think Ron just read it, but it's tornado warning for parts of Prairie County, Lonoke County, White, and Pulaski counties till 8:15 p.m. Be advised, Shane, if you're listening, the power is out at Cabot High School. They've got all of the folks there for the basketball game in shelter, but they're all in the dark and pretty scared.
Net control KG5RON in reference to that storm.
Ron, hang on 1 second. Other station trying to call, go ahead. Other station that was trying to call, say no.
WX0X, we're actually in North Cabot right now. Power is out across the north part of the town. Currently damage, emergency services are out moving around, so I think there was some. WX0X.
0X, thank you. AA5JC, back to you, Ron.
SKYWARN, net up.
Okay, thanks a lot. Just information, there is a very broad area of rotation, and I can see why they put a tornado warning on that cell. It is, just west-southwest of Cabot, and I don't like the track it's taking. It's going right toward Cabot, Austin, and Ward. KI5.
KI5 station, go ahead.
Relaying reports from 367 to Ward. Power is out there as well.
Roger that, thank you.
You're inside of Ward.
Roger that, thank you. At 7:44, severe thunderstorm was located over West Little Rock, moving east at 60 miles an hour. This includes 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Expect hail damage to vehicles. Expect wind damage to roof, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Little Rock, North Little Rock, Sherwood, Jacksonville, West Little Rock, Maumelle, downtown Little Rock, Lone Oak, Hazen, North Little Rock Airport, Southwest Little Rock, Carlisle, Argenta, Barrettsville, Gravel Ridge, Meadow, McGrunner, Pothrow Junction, Lakewood, and Camp Robinson. Ron?
Net Control KG5RON. Just some information for you. It looks like there's another linear line of storms that's trying to build up in Oklahoma and Texas, and it's tracking this way already.
National Weather Service Little Rock is continuing a tornado warning that is radar indicated, including 1-inch hail for Lone Oak, Prairie, Pulaski, and White counties till 8:15. Ron, I'm going to pass it to you for a second. I got to close my garage. AA5JC.
Okay, AA5JC, KG5RON, assuming control of the AR Link System SKYWARN net until he gets to get back in the room here. Just information, folks, we do have that that tornado warning, and it's staying in effect until 8:15 for Prairie, Lone Oak, and White and northeastern Pulaski counties. Severe thunderstorm is capable of producing a tornado located over Cabot, moving east at 50 miles an hour. And we've had reports that the power's out in the north end of Cabot and in Cabot proper. So, and the kids evidently are in, some kind of a ball game. I believe it's a basketball game, maybe. I'm not sure. But they're in the dark, but they are safe right now, and they're very scared. So I can understand. This cell I'm looking at right now, over just west or over Cabot, has 1 3/4 inch hail. And it's going to be affecting Cabot, Austin, and Ward in the next few minutes. No further KG5RON, AR Link System SKYWARN net control.
AA5JC, I'm back.
Okay, AA5JC, it's KG5RON, relinquishing control of the AR Link System SKYWARN net. Back to you, sir.
AA5JC, I have the con. I've already read this one, but I'm going to say it again because it deserves it. There's another tornado warning issued for southeastern Independence County in north-central Arkansas, northern Jackson County in eastern Arkansas, and north-central White County in central Arkansas until 8:30 p.m. At 7:47, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Pleasant Plains, or 16 miles west of Newport, moving northeast at 50 miles an hour.
This is KG5FCR. I'm out here in Oak Grove along I-40 in the Marche area, and we've got dime-sized hail out here along with some pretty impressive winds.
I copy dime-sized hail along I-40 at Oak Grove. Thank you. The National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Clark, Pike, Clark, Pike, Dallas, Garland, Hot Spring, and Montgomery counties in Arkansas until 8:45. At 7:49, a severe thunderstorm is located over Ben Lomond, or 10 miles west of Mineral Springs, moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. Hazard includes 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. The National Weather Service in Little Rock has had to seek temporary shelter and transfer operations over to Tulsa for incoming radar, indicated 70 to 80-mile-an-hour winds. They will be back in 10 minutes unless the building is damaged. Moving over to Tulsa chat. Of course, that doesn't mean anything for y'all. You just stay right here.
W5RHS has it in his will to donate everything left over for them to have an underground radar control station for KLZK, KI5RLH.
That's pretty cool.
And after the Pulaski County Animal Society.
Tornado emergency Genesee, Fort Southern, Dunklin, and Pemiscot counties, including Denton and Steele. Tornado warning remains in effect until 8:15 for north central Mississippi, Pemiscot, southeastern Dunklin, northwestern Dyer, and southwestern Lake counties. Most of these are outside of the state of Arkansas, but since this is tornado emergency, I felt it was important to go ahead and announce this. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. This is a deadly tornado. Radar confirmed. You are in a life-threatening situation if you're in this area. Break. Tornado will be near Cooter around 8, Steele and Deering around 8:05, Caruthersville, Haiti, and Haiti Heights around 8:15. Other locations including Lenox, Ayers, Calumet, Hathaway, Woodland Corner, Pascola, Holland, Tenemo, Number 9, and Booth's Point.
Net Control KG5RON, just a short comment.
Go ahead, Ron.
Yeah, that tornadic cell up in the boot hill that you're talking about, in all my years of doing different, weather and such, I've never seen a couplet this organized and big. This is a big one and big tornado, and it's showing up on all the different scans, and I'm looking at correlation coefficient, and there is definitely a tornado on the ground with all the debris, because you can see it as plain as day.
SKYWARN, net up.
5RLH net control just saw a very, very large air-to-ground lightning strike about 2 miles east of Roller Chanel Funeral Home.
Thank you, sir.
1/10 miles.
The time is 8 p.m.
W5RHS repeater.
Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 8:15 for northeastern Hempstead, parts of Sevier, Howard, and Nevada counties. At 7:55, a severe thunderstorm was located near Crater of Diamond State Park or near Murfreesboro, moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. The main hazard is 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. New warning incoming. Some insider information from the National Weather Service. They are closely watching the storm over western Pulaski County. That's where I am. Great. It has a bounded weak echo region and is moving towards the west side of Little Rock. That's exactly where I am. Another one says, I'm deployed at War Memorial Stadium. Therefore, I'm just providing observations from here while the office is sheltered. Oh, thank you, Dennis. And a new tornado warning coming for eastern White County area. Low-level rotation is not great, but environment is, quote, very favorable. Break. National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a tornado warning. Radar indicated for Jackson, White, and Woodruff counties until 8:45 p.m. At 8:02, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Bald Knob, or 8 miles west of Augusta, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour.
Come again with your last transmission. Other frequency, Jeff told me I couldn't quite hear what you were saying. I couldn't get the volume down on it quick enough. W85GLS.
GLS, you're on our frequency. AA5JC, net control.
SKYWARN, net.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No worries. If I had $1 for every time I did that, I would have more than $1.
ON5 EWC.
EWC.
Quarter-size hail at Highway 5 and Highway 89. Highway 5 and Highway 89.
I copy. Quarter-size hail, Highway 5 and Highway 89. Thank you.
Net Control KG5RON.
Go ahead, Ron.
Josh, are you anywhere out there around Chenal?
I am less than 1 mile from said mountain.
Chenal and Markham.
Yeah, Yeah, copy that. I heard you mention in that bounded weak echo region there, and that is pretty close to where you're at. I just thought I'd let you know it's showing up a little bit on radar. It's kind of getting close, to the closer it is to the radar, when you got a bunch of other storms, it gets kind of muddled, but I do see what they're talking about in there.
Yeah, really before the crazy rain started and forced us into our vehicles, every time the lightning flashed, we saw either inflow or outflow. The light was never there long enough to ascertain which, but it was the most impressive I've seen this year by far.
Control WX0X with a question.
0X.
Tornado warning for North Pulaski and northern Lonoke County. Where did they say the position was and how long ago was that?
Sorry, there was a lightning flash that made a crash on your audio. Say it again, please.
Tornado warning, I didn't hear you read it, but it was North Pulaski and North Lonoke County. I was curious what the position of the storm was that they were warning for.
Hang on 1 second, let me pull it back up. This is the most recent one that includes, tornado warning remains in effect till 8:15 for northwestern Prairie, northern Lonoke, south central White, and northeastern Pulaski counties. And the most recent one, I'm not even seeing on here. They mentioned it in the chat, but it's not showing on this. 1 second. Okay, here's what they said. This was not an official statement. This was just something that someone said in the chat. This was from the National Weather Service, though. They did say that they're closely watching a storm over western Pulaski County. It has a bounded weak echo region and is moving towards the west side of Little Rock. Then he also said that he's not in the Weather Service office. He's actually deployed at War Memorial Stadium to support their operations. They did have football championship game there going on tonight. They've since canceled that game, obviously, and that's when they said they had the new tornado warning for eastern White County. Low-level rotation's not great, but the environment is favorable, so they went ahead and issued.
SKYWARN, net up.
WX0X.
AA5JC.
Net control KG5RON.
Go ahead.
Okay, just wanted to let you know, and anybody out in that area, in the Cabot area, we have that tornado warning till 8:15. I'm seeing a very broad area of rotation right now on, Highway 5 and close to, Highway 89, 5 and 89. There's a fairly large area of rotation there tracking northeast, and Cabot might want to keep heads up. In fact, it's close to Cabot right now, maybe to the north, maybe northwest, maybe a mile, no further.
WWC, I'm at Highway 167 and Highway 89. I'm not seeing anything currently.
NWS chat is officially a dumpster fire tonight. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect till 8:45 for Clark, Pike, Dallas, Garland, and Hot Spring counties. At 8:07, a severe thunderstorm is located 10 miles northwest, northeast of Crater of Diamond State Park, or 10 miles east of Murfreesboro, moving east at 60 miles an hour.
Net control information on that storm for KG5RON. That storm you were referring to, spinning like a top. You can see inbound winds on the north and south side of the storm.
National Weather Service has issued a flash flood warning for parts of Faulkner, Garland, Lonoke, Perry, Pulaski, Saline, White, and Woodruff counties.
Net control M1OUG, would you mind repeating that last warning?
SKYWARN, net up.
Issued at 8:12 p.m., flash flood warning. Areas affected include Faulkner, Garland, Lonoke, Perry, Pulaski, Saline, White, and Woodruff counties. That is a flash flood warning at 10:45 p.m.
Thank you.
Hey, Paul, this is Trey. Can you hear me?
Oh, if Paul can, Trey, but we can. AA5JC, net control.
A2 Paul, over.
This is a ham radio frequency. You must use a ham radio license and identify. The tornado warning remains in effect until 8:30 for northeastern Jackson County. 8:16 p.m. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located near Tuckerman, or 9 miles northeast of Newport, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. National Weather Service in Little Rock has continued a tornado warning. This is an observed tornado for parts of Jackson, White, and Woodruff counties until 8:45 p.m. At 8:20, a confirmed tornado was located near Tupelo or near Augusta, moving east at 45 miles per hour.
SKYWARN, net up.
Radar confirmed tornado just southeast of Fitzhugh, heading directly at Tupelo. Heading directly at Tupelo. Tornado warning remains in effect until 8:45 for northern Woodruff, southeastern Jackson, and east central White counties. Confirmed tornado located near Tupelo or near Augusta, moving east at 40 miles per hour. AA5JC, net control. A severe thunderstorm remains in effect until 8:30 p.m. for Central Prairie, Central Lone Oak, and east central Pulaski counties. At 8:22, a severe thunderstorm was located over Thurman, or 12 miles east of Cabot, moving east at 60 miles per hour. Hazard is 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail. Radar indicated. Impact is hail damage to vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Little Rock, North Little Rock, Sherwood, Jacksonville, downtown Little Rock, Lone Oak, Hazen, North Little Rock Airport, Southwest Little Rock, and Carlisle. The Joshua Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a coal warning for the National Weather Service chat. They are receiving nothing but coal this year.
SKYWARN, net up.
KG5RON information for net control.
Go ahead, Ron.
Just information for you. I'm watching a streamer on the internet. He's a very good meteorologist, and he's got people chasing the storm that went through the Jonesboro area. And he just said that somebody is a nurse up there at the Monette Nursing Facility is asking for any doctors and nurses to come and help. It's just south of Jonesboro. That's all I could pick up. Evidently, a nursing home has been flattened.
All right, I'm calling that one in. AA5JC.
Copy that. He said something about it being the Monette Nursing Home, I believe, or Monette Nursing Facility. It's a nursing home, and he just said south of Jonesboro. I don't know if it's actual proper Jonesboro or where, but he said they're calling for help.
I can't confirm that. A storm spotter friend of mine that is in the area sent me a video of that in 5 EWC.
Okay, copy that. And this information, that tornado that caused that problem is still on the ground, and it's up in Missouri right now. And like I said, I've been doing radar and the such for many years, and I've never seen one it looked this good on radar. I mean, it's got all the parameters. It's got, the debris. It's got the hook. It's got the inflow and outflow. It's a very large one, and it's been on the ground for the whole time.
UG.
I believe Josh is doing some work right this second. Go ahead. This is net control, KG5RON.
It was reported to me a few moments ago that was potentially in Leachville, where that nursing home was at. That's not verified. Just throwing that out there.
Okay, when you were telling me where that was, you kind of broke up and dropped out. What was the name of the town, do you believe?
Yeah, Ron. Second-hand report said that it was actually in Leachville, that nursing home. It was entrapment and calling for rescue. But that is not verified. It's just that's a report that came through over here in Eugene.
Okay, copy that. Yeah, like I said, I was watching a streamer do his severe weather reporting and the such, and I just that's what I heard. You know, it was somewhere south of Jonesboro. But that's all I know.
Net control.
885JC, go ahead.
I'm about 1 mile southeast of Cabot on Highway 89. We got quarter-size hail.
Quarter-size hail southeast of Cabot. Roger. Oh, my. National Weather Service continues tornado warning. This is an observed tornado for parts of Jackson and Woodruff counties till 8:45. At 8:30, a confirmed tornado was located over McFadden, or 15 miles southeast of Newport, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. National Weather Service is continuing a severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Clark, Dallas, Garland, and Hot Spring County till 8:45. Heads up, they're watching there's a Jacksonville supercell heading northeast. Big core of reflectivity aloft over an inflow notch indicating a well-organized supercell. Heads up in that area around Jacksonville and northeast.
Net control KG5RON. It's also got a hail core just south of Cabot, 2.5-inch hail.
After that, the National Weather Service issued a severe thunderstorm warning. Severe threat considerable, and right, that's when it wants to refresh. That's perfect. Hang on.
K5 TGZ.
TGZ, go ahead.
Daughter-in-law found a picture up there at Morrilton. Up there by Jonesboro. And yeah, it looks like a tornado did hit the Monette Manor nursing home.
Roger that, thank you.
RHS Net Control. Josh, I just sent you a message on your messenger to that. It's a bad situation up there. W5RHS.
QST. Nurses and doctors are asking for any assistance from medical personnel to come to Monette Manor Nursing Home. The nursing home has collapsed with everyone inside. If there's anyone in the area of Monette, Arkansas, who can aid safely, please do so. AA5JC.
SKYWARN, net up.
If that doesn't make you want to say a prayer, I don't know what will.
Copy that, Net Control, and just more information. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I have another tornadic cell getting ready to affect that area soon. KG5RON.
National Weather Service in Little Rock continues a severe thunderstorm warning with thunderstorm damage threat being considerable. Wind 70 miles per hour. Hail 1 inch for parts of Lone Oak, Prairie, White, and Woodruff counties till 9 p.m. The National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a severe thunderstorm warning with possible tornado. Wind 60 miles per hour. Jackson and Woodruff counties till 9:30.
Net control from 85FU.
You go ahead.
Just to follow up, I can confirm that was the nursing home in Monette Manor, and they are doing a full emergency response on it. Just had contact with my medical contacts up in Northeast region.
SKYWARN, net up.
All right, thank you very much for the update, John. A5JC.
Net control, KG5RON. May I speak with 85FU direct shortly?
Go ahead with your cross traffic, Ron.
Okay, thank you, sir. 85FU KG5RON.
Go ahead.
Just wanted to pass along information in reference to the Monette Manor nursing home. They are saying on KAIT television at least 2 fatalities as of right now.
Affirmative. I had brief word with the hospital emergency preparedness coordinator, and they are rolling the ambibus and other medical resources from the region down there immediately, so they will be taken care of very shortly.
Copy that. I'm looking at a drone picture of the nursing home. Very much devastated, very much. The entire thing is caved in. Thank you, Net Control. No further, KG5RON.
KC5 GFL west of Arkadelphia.
This is KG5RON. I guess Josh stepped away or he's on chat. Go ahead, station west of Arkadelphia.
Sorry about that. Had a call from the National Weather Service. AA5JC Net Control. What I missed?
Well, I believe it might have been Fred calling in. All I caught was somebody west of Arkadelphia, and I thought it might have been Fred. I'm not sure, but there's a big storm in there moving into Arkadelphia as we speak.
RAS.
KC5 GFL, Fred, west of Arkadelphia, dime size hail, 50, 60 mile an hour wind.
Dime size hail, 56 mile an hour wind. You say west of Arkadelphia?
Yes, sir, west of Arkadelphia, 50 to 60 mile an hour wind, dime size hail. Go ahead.
Clean copy. Thank you, sir. AA5JC Net Control.
SKYWARN, net up.
Station calling, your signal was unreadable. AA5JC Net Control. Alright, since all of the tornado warnings in our area are expired now, I'm going to go ahead and bring down the link, and please stay weather aware. This could fire back up at any moment. In that case, we'll be back. So I'll bring down the net and return all of the repeaters to normal imagery use. Please stand by until you hear my voice again. AA5JC.
Shutting down AR link system net. Please wait. Acknowledge net is over. Remote link off. UHF link on.
AA5JC returning all repeaters to normal amateur use. AA5JC clear.
KG5RO and monitoring the radar.
Ron, are you going to be watching that spot up around Jonesboro still?
Yeah, copy that. I try to keep up with all of the severe weather in the state, whether it's in central or where.
All right. Are you still going to read off the warnings and stuff up that direction? I got some people up there I'm trying to watch for.
Yeah, copy that. The only warning I have as of right now, effective till 9 o'clock, tornado warning for western Poinsett and northwestern Cross County. Thunderstorm producing a tornado located near Waldenburg, 9 miles southwest of Harrisburg, moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. And then behind that, a part of that storm complex has a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings, but that's the only tornado warning that I see as of right now.
All right, thank you, Ron, and thank you, Josh. W5-2PK, I'll be monitoring.
Just information for you there, the Weather Service in Memphis has issued a tornado warning for southeastern Craighead and central Poinsett County until 9:45. Severe thunderstorm. It's producing a tornado located near Harrisburg, moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. And I hope that helps you. KG5RN, going to step away just for about 3 or 4, maybe 5 minutes. We'll be back. KG5RN clear.
KPK, HG5 issue.
Hey, go ahead, Cody. W5-2PK.
I was wondering what kind of folks you had up around Jonesboro way.
Station trying to get into the repeater, you wasn't quite making it, and Cody, Joe and Susie, last time I heard, she messaged me a minute or so ago, and they're okay, and they're waiting out the next round.
I texted her earlier, and she said that they barely got missed by 8 miles. Yeah, I texted her earlier to make sure that they knew it was on the way, and I was wondering, I was hoping and praying you didn't have anybody in that Monette Manor nursing facility. Holy cow, I bet that's never mind. I bet that's a bad deal.
Last time I heard, she told me 2 had passed, 5 seriously injured, and 20 was trapped in that Monette. I'm not sure what it is current, but I'm going to just step to the side here, and maybe somebody else is trying to get in there, so anyways, yeah, it's the only people I knew about up that direction with Susie and Joe.
Okay, roger that. This is AG5, clear and listening.
W5-TBK, W5RHS Shore. Go ahead, Kelly.
The current injury report, did you say? Or the current status up there?
Well, I'm sure she's listening to the local EMS and local hams and all that up there. She told me 2 had passed, there was 2 fatalities, 5 seriously injured, and 20 trapped. And that was as of 8:41 p.m.
TPK clear. KG5RON, W5RHS.
Yeah, Kelly, go ahead. KG5RON.
You'll keep us advised of the warnings coming up on us.
Yeah, copy that. I'm just getting back in the room. I stepped out for about 5 minutes. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning remaining in effect until 9:30 for northeastern Clark, central Grant, northwestern Dallas County, and southeastern Saline County, and also for Hot Spring County. Severe thunderstorms located near Malvern, moving northeast at 50, and it's going to be probably quite gusty there. I've been watching that storm, and it's got a bit of a rotation to it. That's going to be affecting Bryant, Malvern, and Haskell, Benton, Arkadelphia, Sheridan, Rockport. So, yeah, it's a pretty nasty-looking cell. In fact, it looks like it's got like an S shape. So there's a couple of cells that are popping up here in southern Saline County, just south of Benton, and they're kind of connecting up and kind of making the S shape. Are you looking at your GR level 3?
Back to it right now. Boy, it's starting to get really noisy outside now.
Yeah, copy that, because the storms that are forming south, of Benton here, and I'm getting a lot of lightning and thunder and the such, but the heaviest part of the storm is from Magnet Cove to Malvern, and then back down just east of Midway.
N5 LSN, Arkadelphia.
On the Arkadelphia repeater?
No, I'm on Zello right now. I just watched the power go out across the street, and I've got crazy wind gusts down here. Rain is blowing completely horizontal across. I'm sitting at a gas station because I couldn't go across a bridge.
Did you copy that, Ron?
Oh, yeah, copy that. Sorry about that. I was doing something else here. My wife come in the room here. But, yeah, they pulled the net down a while ago because we don't have any more tornadic cells.
Well, we still have, we can continue on with it. I mean, it's, we have SKYWARN nets for severe thunderstorms, especially in tornado watches, so we can carry on.
Yeah, copy that. That tornado that hit up there near Jonesboro in Monette Manor Nursing Home, it was on the ground, and I hate to tell you this, but it is still on the ground, and I believe it's moving into Kentucky now. So that's well over 150 more miles on the ground.
That was that storm that came through here that spawned that originally, right?
There's a tornado reported up here.
The other station, IEE, go ahead.
Yeah, I think it was up tornado reported in that area.
I didn't pull any of that out. I don't think you did either, Kelly. But I think he might have been talking about those tornado warnings up in the northeastern part of the state. I see a couplet near Harrisburg, moving off to the north and east, and that is the Craighead and Poinsett counties until, I can't see but anyway, yeah, it's for them until 9:45.
If you would, look at that line of storms that's south of, just right at Malvern. Notice there's a kink in the line right there between Malvern and Traskwood. You see anything that looks suspicious right in there because those tornadoes have been developing in those kinks in the line.
W5DSD.
DSD, go ahead.
I've been keeping an eye on the situation here. It's not too bad. It's really calm now. I think we've missed everything around here in Glen Rose.
Maybe so. I think the bulk of the storm is just right at the eastern side of Malvern, between Malvern and Poen, what it looks like, and there's a kink in the line kind of between Traskwood and Malvern, a notch looking. And then there's another one down around Midway, that S shape you're talking about, Ron.
Yeah, I see that one's going up pretty good there, right down 270.
Say again, lightning got you.
Yeah, I said I see that where it's bowed out pretty good right down the middle of 270 right now. W5DSD Friday.
20 back in SKYWARN mode for here locally. W5RHS.
Warning. Central AR SKYWARN net up. SKYWARN net up.
W5RHS KG5 all in. This KG5 all in, reiterating, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning remaining in effect until 9:30 for, let's see, I believe it's southeastern Clark County, central Grant County, northwestern Dallas County, southeastern Saline County, and Hot Spring County also. Severe thunderstorm located near Malvern, moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. You can expect high winds, high gusty winds, hail. Let's see, probably at least a quarter-inch hail, half-inch hail now, the shear marker shows, or the hail marker. And let's see, Kelly asked me a while ago about, the inflow possibly around the Traskwood area, or Malvern and Traskwood. Well, it's just south and southeast Traskwood now, and it's not, what it is, there's a couple of three storms that are all converging, and you got winds from each one of those storms blowing in every direction, pretty much, outflow, from the storms, and those are causing these little anomalies on the radial velocities or the regular base velocity radars, but I'm not seeing anything. I am seeing, however, high winds and hail, and got a new marker here for the hail, which would show it at 1 inch hail. So that'll be just west of Prattsville for the 1 inch hail, and the high winds and the such throughout the storm, but around Traskwood and Detente, there's a bit of little wind different directions because we have three storms that are converging up there. KG5 all in.
W5 TPK with comment.
Go ahead, TPK. KG5 all in.
Got friends up there in Jonesboro. Just got a message from them and said that there was a nursing home in Truman that just had a tornado hit the nursing home down there too. So that makes two nursing homes up there that got hit.
Yeah, I copy that. And the bad thing is the tornado that hit the Jonesboro and Monette area there, still on the ground. And it's, I believe, moving into Kentucky now. So it's officially a tri-state tornado. KG5RON. I am going to take a quick break, and I'm going to eat my bowl of soup I've been trying to eat for about 10 minutes now. So I'll give you information if something pops up on the radar or any warnings. Well, speak of the devil. One just popped up, a new severe thunderstorm warning. Let me get my area here. Okay, the National Weather Service, Little Rock, issued a severe thunderstorm warning effective until 10 p.m. Northern Grant, northwestern Jefferson, southeastern Saline, and southeastern Pulaski County. 919 radar severe thunderstorm located near Tull, about 9 miles southeast of Benton, moving northeast at 60 miles an hour. Of course, you'll have the 60-mile-an-hour wind gust and quarter-size hail. So, just information for you there. Yes, indeed. Just west of Sheridan, very heavy thunderstorm. It's got a big bow in it, if you will. So I know for a fact there's big wind gusts just moved through the Prattsville area. So you're looking at Belfast and further down the line, East End and Woodson. So information there. I don't see any rotation, but I do indeed see a lot of wind gusts coming out of it. So it's not saying that the storm is not spinning. It's not spinning enough to form a couplet. So there you have it. KG5RON, going to take a quick breather and finish my soup. We're clear.
5RHS and 1RS.
5RHS, go ahead.
Okay, apparently Fred's still in contact. He's just out of power. So I'll quit bothering him.
Okay, I just had to put the phone on charge. All this is exhausted. I've been swamped. W5RHS.
SKYWARN, that spot. Oh, Lordy. That was almost in that spot. N1RS, standing by.
K5WRS, monitoring.
Good evening, Bill. Is your tire still up?
Yep. As far as I know it is. I've just been sitting here listening to all the action on the radio and watching some of the weather guys on TV and listening to the thunder and watching the lightning when it was all going on.
All right, y'all take it away. I'm fixing to be throwing some coax out the window, or the front door, I should say. This don't look good for lightning. N1RS, be back in a few.
N5DLC's been monitoring. And they have, Broadcast 5, been listening to them. In Truman, they do have a tornado on the ground. It landed on the bypass. They're not sure about the nursing home yet. They're trying to send people over here to check it out. But they got a lot going on right now, and they're taking cover while they're transporting people from Monette. So everybody's kind of hectic right now out there. N5DLC.
What feed is that so I can listen to it too?
Northeast Arkansas, Southeast Missouri Public Safety. That's what all the traffic's been on right now. It's pretty hectic. They're transporting people out of the nursing home to a safe location. But right now they are trying to send people over to Truman and verify, but they're having issues, obviously.
Looking at radar, there is quite a couplet on top of Truman right now.
Yeah, I would figure. They're saying there is debris. But, Broadcast 5 is probably a 2 to 4 minute delay. So, but they do have one on the ground. So I'll get back to monitoring N5 DOC.
Eric, what county is it in? So that would help me a lot.
Craighead County.
Eric, if you have statewide mutual aid talk groups in your A-Win radio, they are burning it up there too. I'm hearing it on the regular A-Win scanner.
SKYWARN, net up.
5RHS.
I have good news for people in Bauxite, Sardis, and Landmark. It just lost its hell cord in 1RS.
Kelly, were you able to hear what they said about Truman Nursing Home? I was on the phone. N5 DOC.
The tail end of it, because time I found it, I know they're talking about it a whole lot on the MAC channel. There is a MAC channel specifically for that.
What MAC channel is it? I think I got it.
Gotta go see the MAC, see what number it is. It's not showing on this trunk tracker. I've gotta go get the A-Win radio and see what lights it up.
KG5RON, it might be like it was when the tornado hit Jonesboro. It might be northeast 5, but I could be wrong on that.
3 has just been assigned to Jonesboro.
I believe he said northeast 3.
8 is on.
Oh, I said MAC 3.
Hey, Kelly, N5 DOC.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't have it verified yet, but my daughter got a text from her friend at Hang On, Hey Radios. They hit one of her friend's grandfather's house in Truman, and he said it also hit a nursing home partially.
Another nursing home then. Okay. So that will be on the feed, the Broadcastify feed, not this MAC channel then.
They're discussing it on that MAC channel right now, Kelly.
Thanks, John. Yeah, I wasn't verified is what I was saying, so I got to wait and hear, but she's getting a call from her friend about her grandpa, because her grandpa's all right, but it hit their house, and got some of it on camera.
Please share in 1RS.
This KG5RON information have a severe thunderstorm warning effective until, I believe, 10:30 for people in east central Hempstead County and for central Nevada County. Severe thunderstorms located along a line from 6 miles north of Prescott to Perrytown, I should say, moving east at 35 miles per hour. And it's located pretty much over the Prescott area. It'll be affecting Gurdon and the such here very, very soon. So that's information for you. There's severe thunderstorm warning till 10:30 for Hempstead and Nevada County. We still have a current severe thunderstorm warning remaining in effect for Grant, Jefferson, Saline, and also Pulaski County. Severe thunderstorm located near Cane Creek, or basically 12 miles northeast of Sheridan, moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. And once that line moves through, then we've got a few more thunderstorms, indiscrescent, I should say, thunderstorms out to the west, one north of, basically near Mena and Wicks and DeQueen, and also some in the western part of the state, near Dover and Russellville, that are severe. KG5RON.
SKYWARN, net up.
PA5PNP.
winds are kicking up here at the county line. It'll be hitting, if it comes over me, it goes to Interstate 530 next.
Okay, the station that was talking and giving us a report didn't catch your calls. Go ahead and try that again.
Sorry about that. Kilo 5, Delta Charlie. Sorry about that.
Okay, and what was your transmission again?
Well, I'm at the Grant Jefferson County line. I was letting you know that storm's coming out of Sheridan. The wind gusts are just getting here. We haven't started yet. And I'm just probably 4 miles to the west of Interstate 530.
Yeah, copy that. And you're going to be getting quite a wind shift here. Wind gusts probably 50, 60 miles an hour here very, very soon. And possibility of 1/4 to 1/2 inch hail. Okay, other station that was in there with the other station. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, W5PND. For your information, Highway 270, just west of Poland, is closed with a tree across the road and power lines in it.
Okay, copy that there. You say pretty close to the county line there west of Poland?
I'd say it probably was 1,500 block. I'm picking this up off the county, and I'm at Prattsville, north of Prattsville, so I just thought I'd let you know that.
Oh, well, definitely thank you there, no doubt about it, because when that storm come through, I know for a fact there's at least 50, 60 mile an hour winds, and when you got a ground that's soaked with rain, the tree roots cannot hold on to mush. They have to have solid, earth, and whenever it rains pretty heavy and then you got a high wind come through, there's nothing to hold those trees in place. I'm looking at that same cell, but say between Sweet Home and East End and down to Redfield, and I'm going to take a look at this radar here right quick. Oh, boy. Yeah, there's some convergence. There's winds coming in and out of that storm, and it looks like it's trying to get its act together just east of East End, but say between Wrightsville and Woodson out there, and I would say that there is a good chance we might get another warning here very soon on that, and that's on around I-530 there around the county line of Saline and Pulaski.
Roger, I'll be monitoring for a while.
DBC, KG5RON, K5DBC.
SKYWARN, net up.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, KG5RON.
Information, as that front came through, I just sat here and watched my thermometer fall a full 10 degrees from 72 down to about 62 in the course of about, I don't know, it's probably been 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah, that's not even the front yet. We hadn't quite reached us yet. We've still got a few more, discrete thunderstorms out to the west of us there that I believe mark the actual cold front. So we might be getting more than that. Okay, it's KG5RON. I'm just jumping in there because I think it warrants mention. That area on top of Wrightsville right now in extreme southern Pulaski County is getting its act together there. We got inbound and outbound winds there. It's nothing really concentrated, but it's close enough to make me want to make a mention of it there. Yeah, because there is inflow into the storm and in outbound winds, so I wanted to make mention of it there. And that's near the Wrightsville area. But basically on top of Wrightsville, between Woodson and Wrightsville, and a very heavy thunderstorm up around Sweet Home in that area, a little bit further up toward Little Rock. Quarter-inch hail still showing there, and half-inch hail just north of Redfield right now. High gusty winds regardless, so if you're out there heading in the Redfield or Jefferson area or something like that, or Woodson area, heading up toward Little Rock or outbound from Little Rock, keep a close watch on it because the winds are very high, and we've already got reports of a tree down west of Poyne, so with the passage of this clustered line of storms. So just keep that in mind. KG5RON.
W5RHS and 5DLC.
W5RHS.
Did you find that on broadcaster 5?
Yeah, I got it on here.
Okay, I was just checking. Yeah, they got a mess up there. Truman, Carway, all that.
Was a storm that came through here, and that was a storm that came through here, and it said tornado possible on my detector. And so far, it's 100% right. It just didn't make all the way up. It's the one that touched down, and I think, as far as I know, it's still on the ground.
Probably so. All right, well, I'm gonna go. Probably like y'all, I got 3 radios going here, and I'm texting my daughter, so trying to keep up with everything. M5 DLC.
Yeah, Kelly, still on the ground, and it's in Kentucky.
Good Lord. My gosh. My little detector was correct, Ron. That same storm. Wow. It's still on the ground.
Well, see, it was all by itself. It was a little discrete, by itself thunderstorm out in ahead of all this other stuff that formed up, and it got up in the tornado juice, if you will, all by itself, nothing to take away from it. SKYWARN, that up.
What really blows me away was the fact that thing said tornado possible. By the way, it measures electronics and magnetic fields and stuff. And it was right. W5RHS.
Yeah, copy that. I was watching it. It didn't really have any couplet or anything like that, but boy, it had some wind and some lightning, and I watched it once it got past Little Rock on up in the, like around Desark and such, it started getting angry.
We got some more stuff sneaking up on our southwest. I just noticed another line coming in, looks like.
Yes, sir, and if you look at that storm east of Clarksville, north of Russellville, does that shape look familiar?
Yeah, in fact, I see that shape several places, and I've seen it before.
Hope it don't do anything. N5EWC, mobile.
Well, we absolutely, without a doubt, concur with that statement. But I was going to make mention about it on the, Kelly, on the base velocity 1/2 degree tilt up there just north of Hector. Do you see, the dark green, and all of a sudden you got a little red inside that dark green? That's being sucked into the storm, so there's some rotation there.
Still, the possibility tonight may not be over yet.
I agree with that, without a doubt. And if you want to take a look to confirm that, look over on the storm radial velocity, 1/2 degree tilt north of Hector. See the pink swinging into the northwest of Hector, and then the green coming in below it there? Yeah, there's some spin. I wouldn't put it past them putting a warning out on that thing here pretty quick. It's got severe thunderstorm, but boy, if that thing rotates anymore, you know, they're going to have to do something.
Agree. I'm going to look around at some of these other storms that are sneaking up out of the southwest.
Now remember, if you're looking in the extreme southwestern part of the state, I'd recommend going to like Shreveport or something, because you're on the far fringes if you're looking at any base velocities or radial velocities or something. I would go ahead and go to Shreveport and see if you can see a little bit better there, because it is closer to their radar and their influence.
Go to the radial velocity, that storm radial velocity down that one in Clark County, those shear markers. That looks pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's a pretty broad area down there around Curtis and Gum Springs, broad area of rotation there. So, but there's some high velocity winds going in, and some, you know, it's getting a little tighter there around Daylark, you know, and maybe a little northwest of Fairview. So I see what you're talking about, but it's got a severe thunderstorm warning on it. So without a doubt, the whole storm is rotating now. I don't see a shear marker come up yet. Yeah, so I don't see a tornado TVS or anything to that effect marker coming up, but there's definitely rotation. It's worth keeping an eye on it.
I have a TVS on it, but I have two shear markers. Got one just west of Fairview, and another one just west of Sparkman.
SKYWARN, that's up. Well, I think the one west of Sparkman is inflowing the such, but that one west of Fairview, that's right on top of where that broad area of rotation is, so I would keep a close watch on that one for sure. I think the one on the down west of Sparkman is inflow. Yeah, I believe that's inflow there, Kelly, west of Sparkman. That's wind blowing in toward the storm, and you got wind blowing out of the storm, and they're intermixing there, and it's giving us a false, kind of a false reading there, bright pink there. So, but I'm looking at southwest, just maybe a couple of miles southwest of Daylark.
Yeah, that's central circulation.
Oh, and just information for you, maybe we'll find out tomorrow, but if I'm not mistaken, we were looking at I was watching that Ryan Hall, he's live right now, and that tornadic cell that's been on the ground for so long, when it first started moving into Kentucky, he looked at the correlation coefficient, and it's a perfect example of what it's supposed to look like with debris. And then he went up to another, I think it was one of the velocities, maybe the storm radial velocity, and it looked like there were two of them.
Would go up to those tornado warnings in the far northeast where Benton is. Why is there three polygons inside each other? There's the big one, then there's a smaller one, then there's a smaller one inside that with a TVS of an 8. But why is there three polygons inside each other?
Well, I'm not sure. They might be having issues tonight, like with their chat.
Going to see what radar I'm on here. Boy, it has a heck of a couplet right there.
Which one is that?
tornado warning for northeast Graves County, not Graves, but that 1-4 northeast, east of Benton, on Highway U641.
You know, that's what worried I was afraid of. It's gotten up into really juicy air, and it's really acting a fool tonight. And to be honest with you, they got high dew points all the way. I mean, there is nothing to stop this thing from going for a long time. It's got everything you need. It's got all the juice and the darn, helicity and everything. It's all there, and it's feeding on it.
Up there near Benton, or northeast of Benton, go to the CC. I've never seen nothing like that before.
Trapped firefighters inside and in Mayfield. All official emergency broadcast transmitters went dead. It was catastrophic. So it's definitely a bad situation. Still ongoing.
Repeat that.
Department transmitters went dead up there around Jonesboro. K5TGZ.
There's some other areas outside of the state. Sandburg, Tennessee, a fire station took a direct hit and trapped firefighters inside. And then a Twitter report said somewhere near Mayfield, it said all official emergency broadcast transmitters just went dead. This is catastrophic, and that was posted 4 minutes ago.
SKYWARN.
That's not good. So that's where their local ham community ought to be on top of the game. They could set up shortly and have them in communication again. I would think, anyway.
This is KG5RON, just information on that cell that you're referring to. That is a very, very, very large debris signature on the correlation coefficient. That monster is still on the ground, and in fact, that is the same cell that came through Saline County earlier this afternoon. And it's had a tornado on the ground at least from Jonesboro to where it is now, non-stop.
VS signature just popped up with a 14 on it, Ron.
Yeah, Kelly, if you look at your, your delta velocities, point to your icon there, and it'll come up, and it shows maximum delta velocity, 125 knots in, and 102 knots out. So you're looking at winds of about 220 miles an hour. So yeah, it's still on the ground.
Updated, Ron, it's 146 knots both ways.
Oh Lord, it's going to be one of those nights, man. Just hate to tell everybody this, but this day is going to go down in history, okay? You can officially say that storm right there is a tri-state tornado. It's been through 3 states still, and still going. And with all the catastrophic damage to at least 2 nursing homes, numerous fire departments with trapped personnel and everything, it will be it'll go down in the records.
N5 DLC.
Go ahead, sir.
Kelly, I sent you a message that you must not have your phone. Do you see that there's possible tornado on the ground in Blytheville now?
Well, I need to go over that way. I was just mesmerized with this one. I've never seen a CC like this in my life. About it right now on broadcast fire.
figured I'd try to keep you intrigued there. M5DLC.
KG5RON from N5EWC. Hey, what's the details on that new severe thunderstorm warning that just came out for Van Buren? I didn't catch it all on the weather radio.
Okay, stand by. Let me try to pull it up here right quick. Okay, Van Buren, boom, there it is. We have, pardon me, severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 10:45 for Stone, Searcy, Van Buren, Claiborne, and Conway. Strong to severe thunderstorms located along the line from Bohannon to near Dabney to near Jerusalem, moving east at 55 miles per hour.
Good copy. Thank you, sir. N5EWC Mobile.
KG5RON, no problem, sir.
What are you seeing around Blytheville?
I definitely see a couplet near Armorel, A-R-M-O-R-E-L, Armorel, and it is tracking on off to the east and northeast. Next big city, I don't see anything in the way. Next big city will be Dyersburg.
SKYWARN, net up.
I believe that's CC. Wow, W5RHS.
I told you, Kelly, that thing's been on the ground for, gosh, I mean, I'm just giving it a rough estimate. I mean, not even a rough estimate, just a ballpark guess of 175 miles or more, and it's still on the ground. And it's had a CC couplet, if you will, you know, the blue hole in that storm from the debris pretty much the whole time.
Looks like they just issued a severe thunderstorm warning with 60-mile-an-hour winds, 1-inch hail for Dallas, Grant, Hot Spring, and Jefferson County till 11 p.m.
Yeah, that's a copy, sure enough. They just did. Certainly did. KG5RON, we appreciate that.
Give up on NWS chat tonight. It's useless.
Yeah, copy that. I don't know what's going on with it. I mean, and I know they're busy, but there's always an internet tech or an IT technician that they have hired. That's all they have to worry about is keeping, them online. He needed to be doing his job tonight.
Like somebody in there was trying to get a hold of somebody. Other station, go ahead, N5EWC.
Thanks. This is AG5SU. I was trying to get a hold of Ron there, KG5RON.
Yeah, go ahead, KG5RON.
Roger, that big tornado I know you were saying earlier that it was in Kentucky. Did it ever make it into Kentucky, or I'm trying to get it through my head here. Did it go up to Bossier, Missouri, and into Kentucky, and then hit part of Tennessee and come back, or what happened?
It went through the northeast Arkansas, the Boot Hill, and extreme northwestern, western part of Tennessee, and now it's in Kentucky. It is east of Paducah.
Roger that. Is it around Gilbertsville?
Right now, it is near Kutawa, Kuttawa, and Eddyville, or it might be Eddyville, and Princeton, and not far from Dawson Springs.
Thanks a lot, Ron. KG5RON, this is AG5SU.
And just information, they've extended that warning on out to Princeton and Dawson Springs and St. Charles. So they're all, and Madisonville will be coming up next. So, but that is still very strong and very much on the ground. I've never seen too many tornadoes that look like that on radar for that long, and it hasn't lost any power. So it's still going strong. So anyway, glad to help. KG5RON.
Thank you, Ron. Yeah, my Elmer's ex-wife lives there in Gilbertsville, and I was concerned.
Okay, yeah, copy that. Well, hopefully they've got some weather radios and such they can keep up with what's going on, because it's going to be one of those nights. This is not just going to end. It's going to continue on for quite a while. So, this is considered a very large tornado outbreak. They've got tornadoes. Heck, there's tornadoes up just east of St. Louis and on up. So there's many tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings going on throughout the central U.S. right now.
SKYWARN, net up.
Roger that, AG5SU standing by.
Copy that. Well, put it this way. There's tornado warnings all the way up to the Great Lakes. So, yeah, it's going to be one of those nights and one of those outbreaks. Have a good one. KG5RON. I'm still looking at that severe thunderstorm moving up. They got the warning there for Grant County and Dallas and Jefferson and Hot Spring County till 11 o'clock. Severe thunderstorm 7 miles southwest of Leola. It's moving on off to the east at 40 miles an hour, and that's a severe thunderstorm warning. Looking at the hail marker showing maybe inch and a quarter hail. KG5RON.
Roger, Ron. I bet the people out just east of England and west of Coy might like to know what they're going to get hit with in 1RS.
Yeah, copy that. I don't see any warnings on it, but that is pretty nasty-looking hail core there. Three-quarter inch hail, just right on top of Coy. I would imagine that they're getting probably pelted by it by now. And it says it's tracking off to the north and east, but I do notice there's kind of more of an eastward progression along with the northeast, so I guess it'd be east-northeast. But we need to watch that, because there's kind of a D shape to that cell, and that means that there's a lot of wind out in front of it. Basically, we're going to be moving into Humnoke here any time now with some high winds.
W5RHS.
Go ahead, young man. KG5RON.
How about that tornado in Kentucky right now? The one that started in Little Rock. They said it's over 360-something miles away from Little Rock, still on the ground.
Yes, sir, I told you. This is one to be remembered. Like I said, even when it first started spinning up and everything, I said, I haven't seen one looks like this in a long time. And then, boy, next thing I know, it's on the ground, and it's very, very prominent. This is comparable to, maybe EF4 or even EF5 damage here and there. Maybe not the whole time, but, you're talking one that's like more Oklahoma type of tornado.
Probably one comparable to March 1st, I guess.
Yeah, copy that. That was a long track one from Arkadelphia up to Benton, and then it skipped about 3 or 4 miles and then come back down, so that's considered two different tornadoes. Even though it's the same funnel, they count that as additional tornado. One in Kentucky has not come off the ground, period.
That's just something.
Yes, sir, and the absolute worst, of course, it hit a couple of nursing homes and some fire stations and trapped personnel and injured and killed people, but it's happening at night.
How are these storms that are south of us doing? Are they starting to ramp up a little bit? I know they're still severe warned, and my detector in there is still going crazy from them. So I just wondered.
Well, they're still severe warned, you know. The heaviest parts from Lono to Leola, back to Willow and down to Carthage and, you know, just a bit north of Princeton, but the heavy hail is down around the Princeton area there, and also up near Leola, 1-inch hail. There's a lot of lightning in there. Pretty much anytime you have hail in a thunderstorm, you're going to have lightning, because a lot of those stones get big enough and they strike against each other and they create friction, and, you know, it's a positive-negative charge thing, and, you know, so you usually have a lot of lightning, especially with, you know, severe storms like this, you know, so I wouldn't doubt there's some extreme winds, and it's very vivid lightning, and there's probably no doubt about it. Plus, there's also some, like I said, there's some extreme winds, even right now, over near Leola. So these things are still spinning like tops, but there's nothing coming out of it as of right now. I'm going over to my velocities there. Leola's probably got a heavy wind going through right now.
SKYWARN, net up.
Base velocity just north of Humnoak there. Just north of Humnoak, there's something looks kind of suspicious, and one just southwest of Sheridan looks kind of interesting.
Well, you got winds that are being sucked in from the east and the southeast and from the northwest, from the storms up over Sheridan into this big storm, you know, because it's the big boy in town. It's the dominant storm, and it's sucking, that's why the storms over, say, Sheridan and Jefferson are dying down, because they're being robbed by this big boy down there in Leola. So that's why you're getting, you know, different winds in different directions, because it's killing these other storms, and they still got wind in them, you know, but they're going the opposite direction of which way the storm in relative motion. So you got winds that are coming in even faster into the storm because they're being accelerated by the rotating of the storm. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I'm looking what I'm seeing on the Doppler, especially the radial velocity going over to base velocity. Yeah, there's at least 3 or 4 areas of interest. But the thing is, they're all going different directions, and it's all because of the storms converging.
I still say that little area right there, just southwest of Sheridan, it's starting to get brighter. In the last sweep, it just got brighter. It wouldn't surprise me if that didn't have a feeling. W5RHS.
Yeah, copy that. I see a couple of areas of interest south of Prattsville, but especially down along the county line west of Grapevine. I'm looking at all that right there. So that's why the green lines are kind of strung out. You got winds that are coming in from different directions, you know, into the storm. And then you got the red that's going away from the radar, you know, so that's, you know, whenever you have any exchange of wind, cold air goes in, or, you know, warm air rises, well, guess what? Cold air is going to fill in. There has to be. There can't be a vacuum, you know, so the warm air rises and the other air comes in from different directions feeding into that storm because they have to fill the void created by the rising warm air. I'm looking at that rotation, getting its act together a little bit south of Sheridan right now.
It wouldn't surprise me if it went tornado. I think we'll probably get at least one or two more tornado warnings before night's over with.
Yeah, and let's see, if it does, then we're looking at Whitehall, Sherrill, Alzheimer, and Wabaseka a little further down the line. So, and even possibility of northwestern Pine Bluff.
But there's a hail marker that's north of Humboldt. And just northeast of the hail marker, there's a nice little ripple. It's a little brighter right now, just south of Duval's Bluff there.
Yeah, copy that. You know, it seems like the further east they get past Little Rock, the more receptive the atmosphere is. You know, it's got more juice.
I think we barely escaped disaster tonight in central Arkansas.
Ain't no forest, it's just ground, you know, I say just dirt and ground, though. I think that heat, it collects the heat during the day and then radiates it all night.
SKYWARN, net up.
Yes, sir, that's the thermal. You know, you get, a lot of times you'll see a lot of storms and clouds, a lot more clouds over a city than you do, say, out in the country, because the city, the concrete, the asphalt, all holds heat. And it's 5, 10, 15 degrees warmer in the city than it is in the country. And that hot air rises, well, that's your thermal, and cooler air, you know, has to fill in behind it, or under it, and that hot air rises up and breaks through the cap, and then you form thunderstorms.
Always amazing, you know, son, I used to ride big dirt bikes out across the National Forest, and that last southern ridge there, don't I say, above Hector and so forth, you got past it and got up north in the summertime, the weather, on the temperature would be 20 degrees cooler up there in them forests than it would down in the river valley. K5TGZ.
Yes, sir, that's how that works, you know. It's quite noticeable. And, you know, I've been, you know, seen it where it was almost 50 degrees at the surface down below a mountain, and went up to the top of the mountain and was going to go deer hunting. By the time we got up to the top of the mountain, it was in northwest Arkansas. I can't remember which mountain it was, to be honest. But we went up there to go deer hunting, and by the time we got to the mountain, it was already sleeting.
That's quite common, especially in like I said, you know, so you get a rain front, you know, so you get, you know, so it'd be raining here. So like I said, you know, so you go driving, you know, so you go driving over the Ozarks or the Ouachita's, either one, and you'll get to the point where you see the ice in the trees, but it's not on the ground because there was just that much, just a low enough temperature, you know, 30, 40 feet off the ground that the trees froze to death.
Absolutely true. KG5RON. I know weather is kind of freaky at times, for sure. This KG5RON, just going to reiterate this severe thunderstorm warning that's going on. Let's see. Okay, the severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Hot Spring County has been canceled because the storm has moved into Grant County, so they dropped the warning there. And they're continuing the severe thunderstorm warning until 11 o'clock for Grant County, northeastern Dallas, and western Jefferson County. Severe thunderstorm located near Dogwood, 8 miles south of Sheridan, moving east at 60 miles an hour, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail at least. My marker has shown larger hail at different times. So we're looking at Sheridan, Redfield, Pine Bluff, Whitehall, Leola, Carthage, and Prattsville, all in the path. Oh, and the Pine Bluff Arsenal also. So it's all in the path of that severe thunderstorm. And I'm looking at it, and the storm starts at Prattsville, moves out to just south of Sheridan, and then all the way back to just north of Carthage. So it's making a bow, if you will, a backward C shape. And wherever that point, the main point of the backward C moving east is, that is where the highest winds, and I'm going to tell you, it is really blowing there just around the Sheridan area there, south of Sheridan, and it's tracking off to the north and east there for sure. KG5RON.
Ron, I'm checking on that one up in Kentucky again. It's still got the blue CC and still maintaining 142 knots in and out.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. There's nothing to stop it. I mean, literally, there's nothing that, that'll stop it. The only thing that'll stop it and take it off the ground is to run any cooler air. But we're under a great big ridge of high pressure, and so all the warmth that comes in off the Gulf or through Arkansas and Louisiana and everything, it's all the way up to the Great Lakes. I mean, it's all the way up there. So there's plenty of juice and incentive for that tornado to keep going.
SKYWARN, net up.
I hope I can remember all the feeds that I need to pull the audio files from. I'm going to have my work cut out for me next few days.
Yeah, copy that. What did he say? What did John say? The Mac 3 channel, and then you got the Broadcastify channel, all the way up into Kentucky. So you're going to have to go down the line and figure out who has the Broadcastify feed, and then download it. I don't know if there's a time limit on them, but I know on your repeater there's not. But I mean, I don't know if you can pull from their archives. So many days or so many hours. I don't know.
It's got a year's worth. I got this radio reference feed here, the Mac 3, and then there's another channel that's on Interop channel, and this channel. Well, that thing's just not quitting, Ron. It's still carrying on.
Yeah, copy that. Don't hold your breath, because it ain't going anywhere anytime soon.
Confirmed tornado on the ground near Eddie.
Yeah, copy that. If you want to go look up Ryan Hall, he's still streaming on here. I've got his audio muted, but he's got a 4-window pane. He uses four panes, for different radars from the same, view. And he's got, the correlation coefficient on there, and I believe he's got delta velocities, and then the regular, different other aspects of it. You'd have to look and see.
Look at that storm right there at Sheridan again. Kind of interesting, right there. Sheridan on Highway 270. A little something to look at.
Yeah, you got cool air that's rushing in over Sheridan, coming in behind that storm, causing it to bow out like that. And that creates a problem if you're in front of that bowing line or bowing storm, because you'll get quite a blow. And I'm looking at the base velocity, half a degree tilt, and there's a lot of spin there. You know why? Because there's, notice the notch in behind, coming in over Sheridan. That's the cool air rushing in, because that storm is going so fast that it's outrunning itself, if you will, and that's why you got wind convergence just east of Sheridan there, you know, reds and greens, because the wind's coming in and it's also going up and coming down, and you know, so you got winds going in every direction pretty much there. I wouldn't doubt Sheridan got a heck of a blow a while ago.
SRV .5. Look right there east of Sheridan on 270. That looks like it might turn into something to me.
Yeah, that's the same area I was talking about. You know, the reason it's bright pink and the such is because that wind's rushing in from the west, sucking in, you know. When you get winds that are blowing out in front, you got to have something takes that wind's place it just left going out front. So it comes in from the back, you know, inflow to the storm, and it could very well cause it to spin up. But right now I don't see anything causing it to maybe spin. You know, it's catching up. Actually, that wind coming in from the west, it's catching up with the wind that's going out. You know, so that's why you have the pink and green. I mean, it's pretty, you know, it's pretty widespread, pink touching green. You know, usually when you have bright pink or red touching green, then you got a problem. But this is just high winds.
I wish MIL was on here. He's real good with the power outage. He could tell us what kind of power outages are developing along 270 corridor in Grant County.
Well, I wouldn't doubt there's going to be a few circuits tripped because of that high wind. Not saying a tornado or anything to that effect, but when you have heavy rain, it loosens up the soil. The tree roots are not that deep. They are more lateral. You know, there's only like one root going down, that's the tap root, and the rest of the roots are growing laterally around the tree base, not that far into the surface. When you get a heavy rain, it becomes mush. Terra firma is no longer terra firma, it's mush, and the tree, any wind blows, it's going to blow that tree right over. So you can have a problem there, blowing circuits and the such, and tree limbs breaking off and flying into, you know, the lines and blowing circuits and the such, or fuses.
Well, I wish we could have the chat going so I could see if they're discussing any of that.
Yeah, copy that. That would be number one on my list of things to fix tomorrow morning.
Supervisor of the IT guy, that would be his first thing, huh? Probably starting tonight, huh?
Well, let me put it this way. If I was in charge of that, he would have been working on it during the whole event. The National Weather Service office in Little Rock, they had to take shelter this evening. And they handed off to, I believe it was Shreveport for a while, or maybe it was Memphis, I'm not sure. But they had to take shelter because of 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts, you know, and I can understand getting out of Dodge to, you know, take shelter during that. But during this tornado outbreak, they should have had somebody dedicated and working on nothing but that. You don't have somebody that, you know, when they have time, when they quit doing this to go work on it, they need somebody working on that right now.
SKYWARN, net up.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I hope Tarmac, the weather cat, was inside during all that.
I'm sure he was.
N5ALC.
Go ahead, KG5RN.
Hey, Ron. KG5RN.
and Kelly, W5RHS, and this is M5ALC. I see here listening to y'all. And watch a little bit of TV and see if anything else is coming up again on the weather radar. So I stay here, Bob, and listen to y'all anyway. So go ahead.
Yeah, copy that. As of right now, we have a severe thunderstorm warning going on. Let's see, until, if I can find the time, 11 o'clock for northwestern Jefferson County. They dropped, the Sheridan area out. Now it's just strictly for Jefferson County. So as of right now, that's the only one except around Clarendon and East Arkansas, DeVos Bluff and everything. We do have a few more storms that are forming basically from Mountain Home down through Heber Springs and Conway through Hot Springs and back down to Ashdown and Texarkana. And they're tracking off to the north and east. I don't see anything getting really severe with them because the storm line in front that we just dealt with kind of cooled the air off. So maybe it's taken away some of the nasty juice away from the other storms.
Well, very good. Up here at Batesville, and I'm on my phone, and I'm on Zello. And so I just look on the radar, keep track of everything else, and keep a little bit up to date, and relay everything else up there. Go ahead.
Okay, copy that. Well, welcome aboard here. I'm just looking at, this is a terrible situation still up in Kentucky. The tornado that hit around Jonesboro and that area there is still on the ground. It has not left the ground. You're talking almost 400 miles.
Well, that's kind of rough. You and Kelly go ahead. I'll stay here, Marjorie, for a while, watch a little bit of TV, then I'm going to go to bed. And then nothing else up here around Batesville. So, same to y'all. I'll be Marjorie for a little while. M5ALC.
Okay, you be careful now. I'm getting messages here. I gotta go check right quick. So, 73s to you. Have a good one there, buddy. KG5RON, I'm clear and going to be tied up just for a little bit.
SKYWARN, net up.
Ron, look at that storm down there that just entered southwest Arkansas. Got a nice little shear marker on it now.
Yeah, copy that. That's part of that linear line of storms that's, stretching down into Texas. And let's see here. Let me get over there. Well, yeah, it's kind of hard to differentiate with. There's a lot of clutter in there.
The time is 11 p.m.
W5RHS repeater.
Station out there, I barely heard you there. Go ahead.
That was up in Mayfield, Kentucky, is where those are down at.
Kelly, can you pull him out? Did you hear all that he said? Something about Kentucky.
Hey, Eric, try it again, only back out of your mic just a little bit. I think you're clipping the PL tone.
All right, we'll try it here. Got the mic
about a foot away from my mouth. Anyways, that was Mayfield, Kentucky, that had all the broadcast towers a while ago. Amazon Web.
It nailed an Amazon warehouse. Mercy, I hope it didn't hurt anybody, but that probably wrecked a lot of people's Christmas.
SKYWARN, net up.
Eric, you're going to have to switch towers or do something. You're just not holding the squelch open.
Let's try the Conway tower again. I know it wasn't linked up earlier. How's this sound?
It sounds good. Go ahead.
Alright. Yeah, I'm actually hearing the 120 repeater up here in Bologna, down in the valley. So the air is definitely getting cool and making the signals drop further. But anyways, yeah, like I said, it's been an eventful night for sure. It's a lot of bad stuff going on. I'm just waiting for this final wool line to come through with the cold front. It's already getting cooler air. I'd probably drop about 10, 15 degrees. From what I can tell, the humidity is definitely dropping. Once that comes through, I'm going to go to bed.
Them new ones that are coming through, I don't know if they're going to hit the central part or not. They might go south of us, or it just depends on. They're holding together pretty good. All of them are actually holding together pretty good, looks like.
Yeah, there's one just north of Bologna right now, and then one that's just going through Mayflower. I'm seeing some lightning, not as much as I was seeing earlier this evening. That was crazy. Of course, then there's some storms that are going to go through Benton, Malvern area, probably here in the next 30 minutes or so.
Yeah, I see those that are coming up on us from the northwest. They're still growing. Right, they weren't there just a few minutes ago, but they are now. So it's fixing to get noisy here again.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, do you see my message about the application you can get on Windows? Well, you can get it on, I think, Linux too and Mac. But that pigeon chat, that's what I use, and I can see everybody dropping in and out of NWS chat, but other than that, I think I only dropped out like once, maybe twice the whole time. It's actually pretty reliable in my opinion, but let's see, ain't talking about much right now. They're just talking about those storms that are over, about to move into Heber Springs.
I was just doing a little update. The official count out of Monette is 5, and they're still big.
Certainly hate to hear that.
5. If so, that's not good. Doesn't need to be any more than what we've already had.
Any idea how many people were in that place to begin with?
I don't have access to their daily census. If I were in the office, I could probably look and tell you, but if I were going to estimate, I'd say they probably had something on the order of about 50 or 60 people there.
You've been there to that building before, hadn't you? Is it a one-story or two-story?
One-story. Virtually all of the nursing homes in the state are one-story.
Except where I work, where it's two-story.
Technically, yours is a residence hospital, not a nursing home.
Wow. Ron, that thing still on the ground?
That's affirmative.
Maybe it'll make it all the way to Washington.
Well, we turn it over to Snownado, time it got up that far.
Not that far from where it's at now. And it was making tracks.
Bremen, Kentucky, now is approaching 220 miles on the ground continuously since Monette. And it says unless a quick cycle was missed, a record tri-state tornado was 219-mile track so far. So, whew, crazy. I got a little bit of rain heading my way. I'm headed out. We'll say 73's to all y'all. Y'all stay safe this overnight, and we'll catch y'all on here tomorrow. N5 EWC.
Catch you later. Glad you was out there tonight. We'll probably do it again in a week or so. It's going to warm back up in the 70s again and do it all over again. W5RHS.
Better than minus 70.
Now, Ron, I know you don't care a lot for Reed, but I know he had it listed on there, historic tornado outbreak, on his feed there, talking about the live stream. I remember you saying this was one for the books.
SKYWARN, net up. Yeah, I've been saying that all evening.
And it's still on the ground now.
Yeah, copy that. Ryan Hall saying I've been on here talking about it for 5 or 6 hours, it seems like he's getting tired, but you still got a storm on the ground, a big one.
So why don't you comment on there that you've been talking about as long as he has tonight?
Just watched him. He took a bit of a voice break. He's got a 1-gallon jug of water there. He just took a big old swig out of. At least I think it was water.
Seen that, man. I assumed it was water. It might have been Everclear.
Yeah, copy that. Still got a debris signature on the correlation coefficient. It ain't pretty, man. I tell you, this thing is just not going to give up.
What radar are you using?
I'm using the one Ryan Hall's watching or using on. I'm watching him. I'm not looking at my radar. I'm kind of taking an eye break there. Yeah, Ryan Hall's got one heck of a setup in his weather room. I tell you what, he's got a whole face full of monitors, big monitors on the wall in front of him, and then behind him he's got a bunch of other monitors so he can go from one side to the other doing stuff, but he's having at it. He's got Twitter feed, YouTube, Facebook, and everything going, and reporting this stuff, and people's reporting to him.
He must have a T1 line going to his house for data.
And if they keep their going on, it'll be passing just to the south of Louisville.
On W5RHS.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just got in the truck. Did I hear y'all correctly that that's the same one that hit Monette? It hit the nursing home, still on the ground?
That's affirmative. In fact, that's the same storm that moved through the Benton area earlier this afternoon, and it waited till it got north and east of Little Rock before it became tornado warned, and once it was on the ground, that's where it's been.
far to go, or how far has it went?
As of right now, it's southwest, just southwest of Louisville, Kentucky.
Doggone. Alright, then, well, my voice ain't doing real good, so I'm just gonna get off here. I just wanted to get on there and see if I heard that right. That joker go down in history.
Yes, sir. If you'll remember the tri-state tornado many years ago, it was on the ground for, I think, at 209 or 10 miles or something like that. This is almost double that.
The one that went through just south of Camden hit the Fairview. Well, it went and hit the south edge of Camden at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And at 10:30, 11 o'clock that night, it was still on the ground, headed kind of southwest.
Yeah, copy that, for sure.
Well, y'all have a good one. We'll be listening till we get to the house there, W5JSA.
Okay, buddy, be careful, and you'll probably encounter some rain in the next, say, 5 or 10 minutes. Possibly some lightning also. KG5RON.
Just got a lightning alert on my phone. There must be them storms fixed to come through here.
Yeah, the leading edge is up around Salem right now. And, I don't know, about halfway between here and Lonsdale on 70. So it won't be long now. Get another thunder shower move through.
Here's the thunder.
Thought I'd make mention of Ryan Hall. Just made a comment that I thought was very interesting. He said, "Yeah, we've been tracking a tornado for over 4 hours on the ground."
You gotta tap in there. Yeah, well, so have we.
Yeah, his chat's going by pretty fast, you know. He's got so many things going on, he probably wouldn't notice it. Got over 15,226 people watching right now. There's about 1,000 of them on here chatting all at the same time, and it's like boom, 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 and it'll be off the screen before he gets a chance to look. Yeah, we got tornadoes all the way up to the Great Lakes.
Wow. Wow.
N5ALC.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Ron, everything else is passing through up here around between Batesville and Cushman, and so look like it's everything move off to the east and maybe northeast. I don't know, maybe they're looking out their weather radar, and everything is moving off. So we got tornado watch has been canceled since 25 minutes ago. And let you know, N5ALC.
Yeah, copy that. There's not much more left up in that area there. Once it's already moving through Batesville, and you're in between Batesville and Cushman there, you got moderate and light rain that you're going to be encountering. But after that, and behind that, I don't see a doggone thing. So once you're out of the clear. I mean, you're in the clear right now.
Okay. Well, thank you there, Ron. Everything you do, and you too there, Kelly. And send this to y'all, and tell guys later. N5AL.
Okay, buddy, thanks for checking in with us or letting us know what's going on and what's what up in that area. That's where my relatives and such hail from. My grandpa's side of the family all come from Batesville up in that area there, and a lot of the family is buried up there at the Liberty Cemetery out there just, I think it's Highway 25 out of Batesville. You know, the Barnes, the Pierces, and the Huddlestons are all related to me. So anyway, I'll say 73's to you. I'm going to take a quick break and get me some water. I've been on here quite a while today, so I'm going to take me a quick breather there, and I'll catch y'all soon. KG5RO win, clear.
SKYWARN, net up.
Well, you know, I didn't hear what you said, so I guess you're going. W5RHS.
I'm going to go get me a sip of water and take a voice break for a while. My hand is cramping from squeezing this D104 mic for quite a while today, so I'm going to take me a quick break. Looks like we've got a little few showers moving through the area, but I don't see any reason to have the SKYWARN net up right now. The only thing we have is around Pine Bluff, and it's going to be moving into, on off to the east and northeast here pretty soon, and the rest of these storms are not really that strong.
Get out of it. We're going to bring it up when we have to again. W5RHS on controller.
Acknowledge net is over. Remote link off.
W5RHS on controller.
UHF link on.
The time is 11:30 p.m.
W5RHS repeater.
W5RHS KG5RON.
W5RHS, go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm looking at our radar, and for probably one last time, I don't see anything that's too awfully concerning right now, except in the southwest part of the state, down around Hope and everything, that one severe thunderstorm. So I'm going to get ready to call it a night and take my medication. It's been a long day for me.
I understand. I've been awake for the most part since yesterday. I might have took a little bit of a nap earlier, but I couldn't rest. I don't know, the pressure or something. I just couldn't. I just felt it was unbearable. It's hard to explain, but I just knew something rotten and terrible was going to happen. So anyway, I just could not rest, could not sleep.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah, I'm getting kind of tired myself, but hopefully with the day, when the day comes up today, we'll daylight, I should say, we'll see what all went on. And record-breaking night.
I was reading some of the stuff that all the debris that was being lifted 30,000 feet into the air and falling out of the sky over 50 miles, wide from it, But the debris ball itself was over 3 miles wide. But the debris was falling as far as 50 miles away from 30,000 feet.
Copy that. And before you run off or anything, if you would, check Broadcastify and see how many listeners tonight.
Let me do that right quick. That won't take long. We still have 114 online right now. The maximum for today was 1,296.
Well, good deal. Maybe we helped get the word out, with all the storms that we knew that were just going to be bad. We didn't know it was going to be this bad.
Well, I had a feeling in my bones. I don't know. I knew it was going to be bad, just the feel of it. And I'm really proud of that little detector. Every household ought to have one of those things because it's still 100% accurate.
Hopefully everybody has a great evening. I'm going to shut her down there, Kelly. I've got to get some rest. You know how it is when you get old. You have a good one. 73's KG5RON, and we appreciate everybody.
Later on, maybe we'll catch you tomorrow or next day, and not in the line of duty, just visiting. And hey, how are you? We'll catch you a little later. Appreciate you, W5RHS.
Yeah, and everybody that's available and listening, please pray for the folks that were affected by these tornadoes tonight. You know, there's a lot of families that are going to be grieving the next few days. At least 5 in one nursing home. So, you know, we just want everybody to keep them in your prayers and pass that along to all your friends and neighbors and your prayer groups and whatever the case is. Thank you so much, and have a good one. I'm going to shut her down now. KG5RON, I'm clear.